Hello friends and welcome to the MagicManMo Monday Show. You're watching the 2024 MagicManMo Games Awards. Hi, I'm MagicManMo here live in front of the MagicManMo Games Awards Coliseum to introduce you to the Game Awards of 2024. We've never really done something like this. From time to time, MagicManMo has talked about different things that he's enjoyed playing or seeing or whatever over the course of the year, but we've never really done a formalized show like this, and we need to do a bunch of MagicManMo Monday shows this year, / next year, / whatever. Anyway, so MagicManMo got us all together and we decided that we need to make a MagicManMo Games Awards, and if this is successful and you want to see this again next year, please let us know in the comments down below, and don't forget that before you leave today's video to leave us a like, otherwise we won't know if you like us, and we want to know that. Without any further ado, let's hand it off to MagicManMo to read off the nominees and winners of our 8 different games categories for 2024. Over to you, MagicManMo. Thank you, MagicManMo. This first category goes to the biggest flop stream series of 2024, and that comes in at a series that we streamed for 5 whole streams for 15.25 hours, averaging 3.2 likes per stream and only 40.2 views per stream. We really tried to make this work, but the biggest flop stream series of 2024 goes to Potionomics. Yeah, the biggest flop category was one that I debated whether or not I should even include that in this show, but I just feel like, you know, it kind of goes with a category that's coming later on in the episode, where we're gonna, later on in the show rather, underrated games. I feel like we really try to make this one work. We really try to make Potionomics work as a series. I really enjoyed playing it. It was a really fun game. It's probably right up my alley for games that I would normally play off stream by myself, so we really tried to make this work, but it was one that just no one was really invested or interested in watching, and I hate to let it die after doing 5 streams of it and spending so much time streaming it, but I did end up moving on and playing it in my own time. So if we went back to stream it, I don't know where we're at in terms of like where we left off on the actual stream save, because I started a whole new save. There was an update to Potionomics. I think they included voice acting now. It's been a little bit of time since I played it, but yeah, we included this one just because I feel like it deserved more attention, and we really try to make it work. So I just wanted to give it some kind of notoriety, I suppose. Not the most glamorous award to win, but shout out to Potionomics anyway for winning this first award. For the next category, we have the most watched game video of 2024. This one is a little bit of a sleeper hit, actually first released in 2023. In 2024 alone has garnered 3.2 thousand views, been watched 176 hours, and earned the channel 19 subscribers. It goes to, for the most watched game video of 2024, Getaway Shootout. Of course, we need to recognize the most watched game video of the year, of course, because like it's what people actually watch the most. So I thought we should recognize Getaway Shootout for earning that for whatever reason. People seem to be really into that game. I think it's a bit of a younger crowd just now discovering it, because I actually played this in 2023 from this video, the video that is garnered so many views. I played in 2023, but even the original video that I played in 2018, I believe, was a sponsored video. It was a sponsored video that started off really slow. No one was really interested in it, and it just kind of steadily picked up steam. That video did really well, and in a previous year was one of my most viewed videos. And now the sequel, the second episode, has gone on to be the most watched video that involves a single video game in this year. I imagine we'll have to do a follow-up to this one and do some more Getaway Shootout. I would be silly not to do that. So look forward to doing more in that sort of vein coming in 2025, as it were. Shout out to Getaway Shootout. Congratulations on your victory. The next category we have is the most watched game stream of 2024. This one, of course, happened in 2024. It garnered 2.7 thousand views and was watched for 439.4 hours, earned us 9 subscribers for the channel, did have an average of 18 concurrent viewers and a peak of 28 concurrent viewers at the time. The #1 most watched game stream of 2024 goes to Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4. Of course, we had to do the most watched game stream if we're going to do the video. I did separate video from stream because I feel like our streaming and video audiences are quite different. A little behind the curtain. When it comes to my viewership, it is almost exactly 33% of my audience watches only videos, 33% watches only streams, and then the other 33% watches both. Like, my audience is very evenly split. So to not include games that we would stream would be leaving out a large part of the audience that is involved on the channel. And that, of course, goes to Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4. It's actually not our most viewed stream, but our most viewed stream does not involve a video game. So this is the one that involves a video game, Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4. Unfortunately, the lead up to Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4, we were trying to stream it Halloween day, or Halloween night even, and it got pushed back. The release of the game got pushed back, and I was already live waiting on the game to release. So that was a wildly anticipated game and a widely anticipated stream. So actually, it's the YouTuber Saw Trap 1 through 3 stream leading up to Saw Trap 4 releasing that was the more popular stream, but that had 3 games in it and had to be disqualified. So as far as a single game stream, Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4 takes it away as our most watched actual stream. With 28 peak concurrent, that is quite a lot compared to what we normally do. 18 average is fantastic to see. I love to see people actually sticking around and enjoying the show for longer periods of time. It's a very successful stream for the channel. Our next category is the favorite Mazeniac game of 2024. This, of course, requires us to have played the game in the year 2024. Our nominees go to Mazeniac Saw Trap Obama Rescue, Pato Asado and Horneado Saw Trap, and Halloween YouTubers Saw Trap 4. The winner, of course, going to Halloween YouTubers Saw Trap 4. Favorite Mazeniac game was a difficult decision to make between Mazeniac Saw Trap Obama Rescue was a huge return to form for me on the channel early in the year. It was one of the first streams of the year, and Pato Asado and Horneado Saw Trap was also very early in the year. Wednesday Saw Trap would have been on this list if not for the fact that it's so recent and so new. Like, we only played it like a week ago or whatever when this airs. So it's just so new that, like, I feel like I really wanted to give those other two the nod for the nomination. Of course, Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4, as far as a favorite goes, it is my favorite. That's the one that won. But I am biased. I have to admit that it's the one that has MagicManMo in it. So, of course, it has to be my favorite. I'm still tickled pink that I've been and YouTuber Saw Trap 4 now, YouTuber Saw Trap 3, my own MagicManMo Saw Trap, MagicManMo trivia game. To be a part of the Mazeniac and Inca Games journey has been an absolute honor, and it still thrills me every time I can be featured in one of these games. I don't work for the team, I'm not a member of their team, but the fact that they enjoy what I do and feel that they want to add me to their games is such an honor. Halloween YouTuber Saw Trap 4, congratulations. Our 5th category is our favorite horror game of 2024. This one has 3 nominees as well. Our nominees are Escape the Backrooms, The Quarry, and Into the Pit. The winner for favorite horror game of 2024 goes to Escape the Backrooms. Favorite horror game. I don't play a lot of horror games, and as I was going through my list, yeah, there weren't very many to choose from, but there were a few that I thought were notable, and I know some people really like horror. Horror is not a big part of the channel, but I did want to give a nod to a few that we did play. Into the Pit and The Quarry and Escape the Backrooms getting all the nominations there. Into the Pit, I wished had done better on the channel because I enjoyed playing it, and it's FNAF, and we have played the FNAF games before, but it was fun to play nonetheless. The Quarry, I really enjoyed all the characters in The Quarry. That was a really fun game to sort of experience. There were some hiccups that drove me nuts that kind of held it back from actually being the winner. I actually almost picked it as the winner, but there were some mechanical issues I had, as well as a couple of like forced narrative elements that I thought resulted in me screwing up that took it out for me a little bit. There were a few instances that I was a little bit too like it's gamified as opposed to really being absorbed in the story. So close to winning, but Escape the Backrooms, was a really fantastic multiplayer experience. I got to collab in that one, and it was sort of a mixed bag of several different things that altogether, while it wasn't actually the most horrifying game and not the most scary game necessarily that I've played like ever, I guess, in terms of anything, but in terms of 2024 was scary enough, had enough spooks in it, and was fun enough, and I enjoyed enough that it takes home the win on this category of favorite horror game. The next category is favorite point-and-click adventure game that we played in 2024. The nominees are The Wardrobe, Children of Silent Town, and Edna and Harvey: The Breakout. The winner for this category of favorite point-and-click adventure game is Edna and Harvey: The Breakout. Favorite point-and-click adventure game. This, of course, is not Mazeniac related. We already had our favorite Mazeniac game. This discludes all Mazeniac or Inca Games games. We wanted to focus mostly on games that aren't in that sort of realm, so we could recognize some of the other games that we've played. The nominees being The Wardrobe, Children of Silent Town, and Edna and Harvey: The Breakout. The Wardrobe was fun and weird and kind of like sassy enough to earn a nod as a nomination for being sort of unique compared to some of the games that we played. Children of Silent Town was a little bit less like funny, I guess, and more like kind of mellow, chill, relaxed, sort of it was a very different vibe. It was a unique vibe from the games that we typically play on this channel. So I wanted to acknowledge it for its sort of artistic merits because I did enjoy playing it, but it was a much more mellow vibe. And Edna and Harvey was hilarious. Edna and Harvey: The Breakout was hilarious. I love that you could interact with pretty much everything and combine things with items that you wouldn't expect. You could just spray ketchup and mustard on most things in the game. It was wild. I loved the characters. The characters were unique and interesting at every turn. I fell in love with Edna as a character in terms of just like you want to protect her, you want to see her like escape and be better and rescue her father, and you want it to work out for her because you feel like she's been put in this situation unjustly. But as the story unfolds, you kind of have to confront confront some very different feelings. Like the ending of the game takes such a morbid, dark turn, actually. Like all of the beginning 2/3 of the game is really just funny, silly. They're trying to rescue Edna, and then the last third is actually kind of dark and somber, and you're like, oh, this took a turn. And I just have to really recognize Edna and Harvey: The Breakout for this category. I'm hoping in 2025 we will get around to playing the sequel. Our semi-final category is the most underrated game of 2024. The nominees for this category are Stray Gods: The Role-Playing Musical, Battle Chef Brigade, and Coral Island. The winner is Stray Gods: The Role-Playing Musical. Most underrated, our nominees here, these were all games that I believed deserved more attention, but that we didn't get to give that much attention to. There is a little bit of a difference here. Coral Island and Battle Chef Brigade only had one stream to each other apiece, whereas Stray Gods: The Role-Playing Musical was split between 2 streams, but the second one was so long, it was closer to being 3. I just feel like these deserved more attention, and I wanted to give them that attention. Coral Island, I had a blast playing. It's sort of Stardew Valley inspired and very chill, relaxed, and I'm hoping to play some Stardew Valley coming into 2025. Hopefully it does well, hopefully it gets more attention than Coral Island's stream did, because it's more like well known. But Coral Island is a vibe, and if you're into the Stardew Valley sort of type of game, I actually do recommend Coral Island. It's got its own different sort of skills. The characters are quite lovely. It's got its art style and aesthetic is very lovely. It's just really relaxed. I'm enjoying it. I don't know how deep it really gets, but I don't think it's supposed to go super deep, but it's got plenty to do. So many things to do. Battle Chef Brigade, I loved. We had a really long, like 11-hour stream playing that game, and I wish more people came in and hung out for that one. The reason I thought that was underrated is because I thought it was a very good game with a very interesting cooking mechanic, being a match 3 basically, but also with a combat element. I thought it was a really fun game with a really cool story, with a really cool world. But when we streamed it, people that came in and checked it out weren't vibing with it and kind of dipped. So we had a really long stream of very few people coming by. I thought it was very underrated and very sad. You took a risk. You take a risk on streaming something, and some games work on stream, some games don't. So even if it didn't work well on stream, it is a game worth checking out. And then, of course, there's Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. This one was split between 2 streams instead of 1, and the second stream did a little bit better than the first one. I think I titled and SEO'd it a little bit better or something. And very good game. Very different, like a choose-your-own adventure, basically, kind of visual novel style choose-your-own adventure, but with a musical aspect that was wholly unique to anything we had done all year. And I just wish more people had watched it, because if they had, I probably would have streamed a second run, because there's multiple endings and multiple paths to take. I'm happy enough to stay with the one run that we streamed, but I would have liked it to do more of it, to be honest. For our final category of our MagicManMo Games Awards Show 2024 goes to our favorite game of 2024. We have 6 nominees for this category, starting with Papers, Please, Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, Supermarket Simulator, The Quarry, Edna and Harvey, The Breakout, I Did It All for the Cookie. Of our 6 nominees, MagicManMo's official favorite game played in 2024 goes to Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Favorite game was a difficult one to choose. Favorite game was a difficult one to pick. I picked 6 that I thought were unique, interesting, or that I otherwise had a blast playing. I Did It All for the Cookie is probably the weirdest one on this list. I had an absurd amount of fun playing that game for Magicmas. Even though it was short, if you didn't watch that video, I recommend checking it out. It was giving me all of the right vibes from like Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking dating sim, which was like my game of the year in 2022 or whatever year that came out. Not that I did an award show like this style for it back then, but that was top tier for me. Papers, Please was a blast to play. And people did seem to enjoy that one. Supermarket Simulator really tickles my itch for like simulator tycoon type games. I am a big like lover of tycoon type games, but I never get to play them on the channel, and that was tickling sort of that itch. The Quarry, I love the story and the characters. Edna and Harvey, the story and the characters, loved them all. When it came down to picking a winner though, my choice to pick Stray Gods, the role-playing musical, came down to a couple of elements. 1, the overall fun that I had. 2, the overall character designs and character development that everybody had. 3, the overall development of the story itself. And 4, the overall uniqueness of the game compared to everything else that I've played all year. It really stood out in my brain. When I was going through, I made a list of every single game that we played or streamed in 2024, which really wasn't nearly as much as you'd think, because the first half of 2024 was very low in content, so it wasn't nearly as hard as it sounds. But I made a list of everything, and when I was going through it, it just stood out. Of course, it won most underrated, so this shouldn't be a surprise. I really do think that this was underrated and a game worth checking out. Even if you don't check out my streams on it, even if you just go play it yourself, I actually highly recommend this. If you're into the sort of choose-your-own-adventure visual novel style of game, check it out. It's wholly unique, and like I said, multiple endings. The story can go all kinds of ways. I feel like I got the most the best ending for the most vanilla run. Basically, if you play like Little Miss Good Guy or whatever, if you try to play because I think the main character, I don't think you can choose male or female. I think the main character is always female. Basically, if you just choose to be the good guy, I think I got like that kind of ending, but who knows? Your mileage may vary. I would love to hear all about your stories. I want to go through and play as like super evil. I haven't done that before. I might just do that on my own time. I've dabbled a little bit, but I haven't like gone full tilt like evil. That would be a lot of fun to play. This was a great game and comes highly recommended from MagicManMo for 2024. That concludes all of the categories for MagicManMo's Games Awards of 2024. Back to you, MagicManMo. That concludes our MagicManMo 2024 Games Awards. If you, again, enjoyed the show, be sure to give us a like before you go. Let us know your thoughts, categories that you'd like to see in the next one. Any ideas you have whatsoever in the comments below. that's a wrap. We're gonna head on home. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, Merry Magicmas and Happy New Year. Thank you to all of the members that support this channel and make these videos possible. In particular, our Archmage MagicManMo, who I heard has been living in 2025 for the past week, but he came back to 2024 because it's really lonely being the only one there.